Hi everyone, it's Miss Mary from Skokie Public Library, and this is Rise and Shine Storytime. And it is a lovely fall day today. I am noticing a lot of changes in the season starting. The trees are just starting to change their color a little bit, and I'm noticing animals running around. Squirrels are getting very busy, getting ready to store up all their food for the winter because the colder weather is coming. And I have seen flocks of birds getting ready to fly south to the warmer weather for the winter. And I've noticed that it's a little crisper, a little colder than it was during the summer. So I am thinking that our magic box might have something in it that has to do with fall and the change of the seasons. Here it is, magic box. And what could be in here that might have to do with fall? What do you think? A sweater? Maybe some acorns? I don't know. A pencil? Because school starts in the fall. Lots of things change in the fall. Should we take a look? Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, yes. This is definitely something that has to do with fall. Look what we have in our magic box today. Beautiful fall leaves. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Orange, yellow, brown. It's amazing, isn't it, how those leaves change from bright green all summer to these beautiful colors in the fall? So, let's do a story about the leaves. This book is called Lawrence in the Fall. And here's a picture of Lawrence. He's a little young fox. And this book is written by Matthew Farina. And I am reading it today with the permission of Disney Hyperion Books. Lawrence in the Fall. And here is Lawrence. It looks like he is heading out to school. I think he has a little backpack. And his grown-ups are waving goodbye to him. Let's see if he's going to school. Oh yeah, here's his classroom. Here's Lawrence. Here are his other classmates. When Lawrence saw the chalkboard, he froze. The chalkboard says, "Bring in something to show the class that you collect." Everyone in class made plans to show off their impressive collections. Ooh, a lot of Lawrence's classmates collect things. "I'll bring my playing cards," said the piglet. "Coins," said the kitten. "Silk ribbons," said the duckling. "I collect combs," said the sheep. "My marbles," said the turtle. But Lawrence said nothing. "Your turn," said his classmates. But Lawrence had nothing to share. After school, Lawrence ran home in tears, bursting into his den and climbing into bed. He explained the assignment to his papa. I have nothing for show and tell, Lawrence sobbed. Ah, said Papa, I see. I know a place where we might find a collection fit for a special fox like you. Where do you think they're going? Look. Wow. Early the next morning, Papa took Lawrence's paw and led him into the forest. There is no better place to find what you need than the woods, Papa explained. Can you see Papa and Lawrence? They're right there behind this tree, among all these big trees. Lawrence wasn't so sure. The path into the forest only got darker and darker until Lawrence walked right into a spider's web. Ick, Lawrence whimpered. Watch where you're going, a small voice said. Hello, Spider, said Papa. May we ask what you collect in this forest? I collect flies in my web to eat. But Lawrence didn't want to eat his collection, so the foxes went deeper into the woods. Let's see what else they'll find. Lawrence and Papa spotted beautiful rocks that the river had collected on its sandy floor. But the rocks were too hard to reach, so the foxes kept going. As they trotted along, tiny droplets began to fall, wetting Lawrence's fur. The foxes quickened their pace. Before long, a heavy rainfall poured down. Follow me, Lawrence. Papa knew of a cave nearby where they could safely wait out the storm. Lawrence ran after Papa as fast as he could. But the forest floor was soggy, and Lawrence fell behind until he lost sight of Papa altogether. Now, can you see Lawrence in this picture? This great big picture of all the woods? I think he's right here, right in front of this tree. Lawrence found himself in a clearing. See him there? Right here. The rain quieted, and in its place came a crisp wind. Papa? Lawrence called out softly. But all he could hear was the wind whispering in the forest. Is anyone there? The tree high above him stirred in reply. Hello, Lawrence said a little bit louder. This time, the branches shook, and a small, colorful leaf drifted down. Looks like it's landing right on Lawrence's head. Lawrence was in awe of the beautiful leaf. Its perfect tips faded from red to orange. There you are, exclaimed Papa, as he rushed into the clearing. Look, Lawrence said, with astonishment, forgetting that he had even been lost. Let me show you what I can do, Papa. Lawrence led his father to a grove of taller trees. where he took a big breath, tilted his head back, and called out, "Hello up there!" Once again, the tree branches gracefully swayed back and forth, and leaves floated down. Lawrence studied the leaves as he gathered them, yellow ones with rounded edges. "Those are oak leaves," Papa explained. "Thank you, oak trees," said Lawrence. Lawrence went on to collect leaves throughout the forest. He collected leaves from honey locusts, a pair of white birches, and an old sycamore tree. He found shaggy willows, a wild crabapple, and the tallest poplars in the forest. And with a pack full of leaves, the foxes made their way home to prepare Lawrence's collection. Finally, it was time for Lawrence to present. All his classmates listened as he told them about his trip to the woods. Every leaf he showed the class was unique in shape and color. It's amazing how many different kinds of leaves there are. Lawrence let his classmates pick out their favorite leaves. He gave so many away that by the end of the day, he had no leaves left. But Lawrence didn't mind. He knew where he could find a few more. Now, if you would like to collect some beautiful leaves like Lawrence, it's kind of nice to know the kinds of trees that live around where we live and the kinds of leaves they have. So let me just show you a few of these leaves again. This is an oak leaf, and it has a very unusual shape. You can recognize oak leaves very easily because they kind of have rounded edges and they're a little bit long. This is a maple leaf. They usually have 5 or 3 big parts to them, and they have very pointy leaves on the edge. See the difference between these two? And here's a birch tree leaf. That is a leaf that has kind of jagged edges around it and a point at the top. So those are just some of the leaves that you will find as you're walking around looking for leaves. Now, if you enjoyed this book and you'd like to learn a little bit more about leaves, we have some wonderful books at Skokie Public Library just for you about leaves. Fletcher and the Falling Leaves is another book about a fox who is interested in why his favorite tree is suddenly dropping leaves in the fall. And the bonus in this book is that there is a beautiful surprise at the end of the story. Fall is Not Easy by Marty Kelly is a story about a tree whose leaves do change color in the fall, but not exactly in the way you would expect. We're Going on a Leaf Hunt is a book about 3 children who are doing exactly what Lawrence has been doing. They're hunting leaves and looking for the prettiest ones, and they get a little surprise at the end of their leaf hunt. Exploring Fall by Terri, DeGezelle is a wonderful story about why the seasons change and the science behind the leaves changing color too. And Trees in Fall by Jenna Gleisner is a book for very young leaf hunters, which just has beautiful pictures in it of fall leaves. Full of Fall by Pulley is a book with great photos of beautiful leaves and some wonderful poetry to go with the photos. So these books are all on the shelf at Skokie Public Library right now. And if you're interested, come on over and check them out. And now before we go, I have a little song about leaves in the fall, and I know that you will recognize the tune of this song, and it goes like this. The leaves in the trees turn orange and red, orange and red, orange and red. The leaves in the trees turn orange and red all around the town. The leaves in the trees go swirling down, swirling down, swirling down. The leaves in the trees go swirling down all through the town. The leaves on the ground go swish, 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 swish. The leaves on the ground go swish, 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 all through the town. And that's a very fun thing to do when there are lots of leaves on the ground. Just swish your feet right through them. It makes a wonderful noise. Well, I will see you next time, and we will do more stories together. And in the meantime, let's all go out and look for these beautiful leaves. We can pick them up off the ground, and we can also look up and see the beautiful display that the trees are going to make for us in just a very little while. I'll see you next time, and we'll do some more stories together.